This your boy Big Goop Skywalker, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Let's get it.
Can't come in my trap unless you buying the door. Ain't doing no favors, ain't showing no love. I've been around with that stick that I got out the mud.
All right, so we got Big Goop jumping off the porch with us.
Yes, sir,
today,
definitely.
Yeah, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling real good, man. It's an honor to be here, you know. A lot of hard work to get me here, so you know.
Okay.
Ready. Yeah. Everything's a new experience for me, you know, so yeah.
Nah, I appreciate you coming by, man. Yeah, so, you know, I know you've been out here in Atlanta, man, putting in that work in. So what's the last few days been like for you, man?
Shopping and interviews, sleep. Seem like, you know, as soon as you know, on to the next, you know, but just, I was just joking, but staying busy, man, you know. Like we did a couple other interviews, like Trapping in the Basement, Tampa, Mystic, I did one with her. We also did Coalition Mondays. They gave me a lot of good feedback and let me know what I need to do to go to the next step as far as my performances and everything, so yeah.
Okay.
You know,
yeah, you've been busy, man.
Yeah, busy.
Winn's been bringing you to everyone.
Oh yeah, you know, Winn don't play, man. You know, he gonna put that pressure on you, especially if you say you can handle it, you know, so, you know,
oh, yeah.
I can handle it.
He's gonna want to see it.
Yeah, he gonna want to see it.
Yeah, man. All right, so you from Valdosta, right?
Yeah, Valdosta, born and raised.
Okay, so
yes, sir.
I've only had a handful of artists, you know, from Valdosta sit on the porch, man. So just kind of talk about the culture down there, man. What's life like? What's there to do, man?
What is there to do? To be honest, Valdosta is a college town. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like a retirement town. So it's like stuff to do, but not much like here. It's like, you know, of course you go to the bars, clubs, strip club, that's about it. You know, for the youth, I feel like it's more stuff to do for them than adults, you know, because, you know, they're gonna get tired of the same restaurants and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, it's it just depends, man, what you want to take out of it also, you know. It's easy to suck you in, you know. It's very easy to get sucked in and not do nothing.
Okay.
You know?
So going back to your childhood, what were you into as a kid, man? What was you doing when you were younger?
When I was a kid, man, I was hustling. You know, I was hustling. You know, I always been a smart kid, so school working, you know, hustling and music. Like when I was younger, you know, I used to go door to door hustling. Like I used to have a briefcase with body oils in it, top and bottom. Everybody in the neighborhood doing different stuff, man. I was going door to door selling body oils, selling lollipops, washing cars, doing stuff like that, you know, seeing how I can make me some money. And then in my, you know, other free time, you know, I started making beats when I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
11, 12, you know. So I actually was making beats before I was rapping.
Really?
But, you know, people put pressure on me. It was like, you know, they kept trying to stick me in there to make beats, but I didn't want to do that. So I just started, you know, putting more time into my rapping, and it got me here. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So who inspired, do you have any inspirations as far as the producer side? Like who may have inspired you to start making beats at first?
Yeah, man. Well, okay, this is how I started making beats. Like I said, when I was around middle school range, my brother, they used to leave the house like around the same time of day with him and his friends. They were like, we're going to the studio. So me being me, I'm young. When he's saying studio, I'm thinking like, you know, the big studio with the speakers, the big red carpet, and, you know, all that stuff. You know, I'm just what I see in movies. So, you know, come to find out, you know, I'm like, man, you know, like the third day I asked him like, man, bro, why you ain't taking me to the studio? Like, I want to go. Like, just take me. He was like, man, you tripping, bro. You got a computer right there. So I'm like, what you mean? Then him and his friends told me the programs they were using, which was Fruity Loops back then.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't be saying it, but I cracked the program. Looked on
I think
YouTube.
Everyone did that, man.
Cracked the program, got every program that I needed, and I started making beats, man, every day after school. I quit football to make beats.
Really?
Yeah, because I was actually pretty good too. But I only played for like 1 year, like 6th grade. And then, you know, Valdosta a big, you know, football town, so when it was time for me to move up, it's like, you know, the coach was like, come on, you know, it's time for you to move up, you know, next grade. But, you know, I feel like, you know, I really wanted, my heart really wasn't in it. Yeah. Yeah, so I just spent most of my time doing other stuff, you know, so yeah.
I got you.
Definitely.
So what did your first beats sound like, man? Were they any good? It
actually was. Me knowing what I know now is like, I think I used to oversaturate the beats. You know, because a lot of the beats, what I did was, I keep adding instrumentals until I feel like, you know, it's done. I keep adding instruments until I feel like it's done. And come to find out, like, you know, I started taking criticism. I tell everybody listen to them. Then somebody told me, you know, you got to dumb it down a little bit. Like, you know, like take this out. Then I took, you know, a few instruments out and, you know, you're like, hey, that sounds good right there. You don't have to, you know, put too much into it. But then I actually got really good at the beats too. Like actually somebody from Valdosta, back like when I was like 17, 18, Hollywood Evans, he in Valdosta.
Okay.
He bought my first beat, you know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, cause like I ain't really believe in it like that, you know. I'm like, cause nobody never really bought my beat. He heard it, he was like, bro, that shit, like, he said, yeah, it's a banger, like, you know. So, you know, but I ain't believe that, you know what I'm saying. So he ended up buying my first beat. So, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, definitely.
So did you end up going to college after school, or were you just...
definitely. I'm actually enrolled in Valdosta State right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got my associates already in business administration, and next year I graduate with my bachelor's in marketing and a minor in entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, man.
That definitely helps out in this industry too.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, I got a lot more stuff I want to do. Like, I want to get into like land development. And I want to get into investing, you know, whether that be like restaurants or, you know, anything like that. You know, I just want to learn it, you know, if I just dive into it though. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you said you want to open a restaurant in your dad's name?
Yeah. My dad passed away when I was like 14, but, you know, we spent a lot of time together. And a lot of the time, you know, he showed me how to cook and, you know, do a lot of different things, him and my granddad, actually. So, yeah, you know, so I want to do a nice brunch spot with all his favorite dishes that we used to cook. And also put a daiquiri bar in it. And then, you know, have a nice little thing somewhere that you can enjoy. You know? Yeah.
You still be cooking today?
Definitely, man.
What's some of your specialties then, man?
So, man, oxtails. I could cook curry shrimp, turkey wings, whatever you want, you know. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that for real. I get good on the grill. I like grilled salmon. That's one of my favorite meals right there. Grilled salmon and asparagus, so yeah. So
at what point did you go from just making beats to, you know, becoming an artist yourself and like rapping and putting music out?
All right, so rapping and putting music out, I actually took a chance, like putting it out 2020. You know, letting other people hear it. I said a year before that, because like I only let a select few people hear my music, but getting out my comfort zone to let other people hear it, I said a year before that. And actually, man, with Get Nasty, I got a nice feedback off of that. And you know, the reason why I ain't dropped nothing right after, because I felt like I had to take a step back and really see what was going on, because you know, I wasn't expecting that good of a feedback, you know, so it's like, you know, it was good. But actually, man, like me letting people hear my music, that got me out of my comfort zone a lot. Like, I actually went to the barbershop, man, like right before I made Get Nasty. And some of the stuff, I locked myself in the house for like, you know, a couple of weeks. When I ain't had my baby, you know, I was just been doing music. And like, I finally got the courage and I went to my uncle barbershop. It was packed. Young people had different mixed crowd and shoot, man, they laughed at me, man. Yeah,
you played them Get Nasty?
Nah, that was before Get Nasty.
Okay.
You know, but I just asked them, like, you know, what you like about it, or would you listen to it? I asked them, would you listen to this song, if this music, if you didn't know me personally? And a lot of them said no. But only thing they was saying was like, but you're picking the right beats. You saying the right stuff. Like it was stuff like that. Like you saying the right stuff, but it ain't coming off right, or either you picking the right beats. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love the beats I picked out the gate. So I just took whatever they told me and I worked on it, and I ended up, boom, popped out Get Nasty. And then when I went back and played Get Nasty, oh, that's you?
For real?
They was on the radio. They ended up hearing it on the radio. So it's like, you know, that was a big part of my career too, that barbershop, man. Getting out my comfort zone. Yeah.
So how motivating was to be able to hear your song on the radio then?
Man, it was very motivating, you know, because like, I'm the first person that I know doing a lot of this stuff, you know? So it's like, I don't got nobody like in my neighborhood who I grew up with or real close who just did all this stuff, you know, other than, you know, when I bumped in. So like, I'm meeting and bumping into people who get me to the next level, like DJ Winn. You know, I met him by, I got a feature from Mook Boy.
Okay.
You know, then I, you know, kind of give him my background a little bit, you know. I guess he was feeling it. He was like, you know, hey, I'm gonna help you out. So he locked me in with DJ Winn, and it's just been forward from there, you know, learning whatever I can and, you know, actually applying it. You know, that's the big thing, applying it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So what was your inspiration going into creating Get Nasty then? Were you just like, I need something for the clubs, or what were you thinking?
Oh, man, Get Nasty. To be honest, I was thinking, what's that song? Juvenile, back that ass up at Valdosta. I was like, this one of them. This Valdosta, back that ass up. That's the only thing I was thinking about. I was just like, you know, I heard Cardi B, they had WAP and all that other stuff, so it's like, you know, and Beat King, I'm listening to them, so I'm like, man, you know what, let me see what I can do on this. But that was in my mind the whole time. Yeah, juvenile back that ass up in Valdosta. For real.
That's a pretty good description of it too, man.
Telling you, man.
Yeah.
Strip club banger. Yeah, you know that.
So how did you get the name Goop?
Actually, my dad gave me that name.
Okay.
Since I was a little boy, you know, he just gave it to me and it stuck. It's just something that stuck. And like childhood, like throughout the neighborhood, everybody, I'm Goop. You know. Yeah, you got to a point the teachers even called me Goop.
For real?
Yeah. No.
Oh, it stuck then at that point. Yeah.
But you know, people call me Goop. That's family. You know, that's why I was kind of iffy. I was thinking about just going with Skywalker because like it's kind of personal to me. You know, when people call me Goop, you know, I know that's, you know what I'm saying, they know. But then when they call me by my real name, DeAndre, it's like, okay, you might know me from school or somewhere. We might work together or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you balance making music and going to school then too?
Just do it. You know, schedule it out, think ahead of time, and just do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't think too much about it, get it done. You know, because if I can't balance out this small stuff like this, then, you know, everything else I want to do is going to take discipline and, you know, a lot of planning and time. So I got to get it right now. So I'm practicing with this few little things I'm juggling now. And, you know, yeah, they keep me motivated.
I got you.
Thinking about the future.
So what's your creative process like? Do you be writing, do you punch in and kind of do both, or?
At first I was writing, but now I just go in the studio and I punch in. I go off a feeling, you know. I'm big on vibes, so like, I catch a vibe first. That's it. Like, it's just however I'm feeling that day, that's gonna determine what kind of music I make. You know, I just, you know, cause like it just don't. When I have something pre-written, sometimes like, you know, I gotta be in the mood for that. You know, so I have it mastered just like going in there and just switching on that mode just like that. You know, so that's why, like, you know, this first project sound like, you know, it might sound like a mood swing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause each song got its own individual, you know, swag to it, you know?
I got you.
Vibe, yeah.
Is there a certain mood that you say kind of brings out the best out of your music then? Is it like when you pissed off or you in a good mood, or?
Just happy. Like when my adrenaline going, you know, and I don't even have to drink or do drugs, you know, like I don't smoke, I don't pop pills, no perks, none of that. So it's like I got a natural high. So like whatever, if I just having a real banging day, like my heart pumping, I'm just energized, I'm going. I ate good and feeling good. I knocked out a few assignments, did everything I was supposed to do, and like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's gonna get me in the mood. The more stuff I get done, that'll put me in the mood to get that heart pumping, that blood flowing. Yeah.
I got you. So what's the music scene like back at home right now?
The music scene, it's a lot of talent now, man. It's like a lot of people trying to make it. You know, it's a lot of people trying to make it, and like I said, it's a lot of people don't know what steps to take. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't know what steps to take. So it's like a lot of them is just like me going out here trying to find a way, you know, because like I said, nobody that blew from my city yet, nobody. If you weren't playing football or, you know, some other stuff, there's nobody from Valdosta that actually in music has made it. Yeah. You know, so, you know, but the music scene home is good, man. It's unique. Even like in our clubs, like we are 3 hours south of Atlanta, 3 hours north of Orlando. So it's like right there on that Georgia-Florida border. So in our clubs, you know, they play, you know, you're gonna hear everything you hear up here, but then he might switch and put on some Miami music or some Orlando music, or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all over. You know, it's like the club scene there is like, it's good. It's good. And then a lot of artists stop by there too. Oh yeah, you know, a lot of artists like when they starting to get that buzz, man, they stop right there because we're right off 75. That's one of the first places they go. You can name them Future, T.I., Young Thug, like, a lot of people don't stop through there. Yeah.
What do you feel like it's going to take to get that spotlight shined on Valdosta, man?
I just feel like it's just going to take one person, like whether it be me or somebody else. I think when somebody pop, just like the, what T Grizzly them from? T Grizzly. Detroit, yeah. Just like, I feel like, just like that, like Detroit and Chicago and stuff like that. Like, it was artists there, but like Chief Keef them, like once one of their guys blew, they went back to their hometown and stuff, and they wanted to see like who else coming out of here, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna take that one person from Valdosta to pop, then they gonna say, okay, now let me see, you know, the spotlight on the city, let me go see who else in that area who doing their thing. So, you know, and you know, whether it's me first or somebody else first, I just wanna be ready. I don't wanna miss my opportunity. Cause, you know, I know I got a lot of dope music and it's a lot of more dope artists there, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens, man. So once that first artist blows up, everyone starts saying, well, shit, who else is out there, man?
Yeah, because like I'm telling you, man, we got a lot of talent, man. We got a lot of talent, a lot of artists, and like they're really, really good, like really good. But, it's just, just the resources, you know, having somebody to guide you, and, just having the drive to go out here and, fail. See, I'm not scared to fail. I've been failing my whole life, like at a lot of stuff, but I just think about me, I learn from it and I keep going. So I always have a positive attitude. So, but everybody can't take that because once you fail for so long, some people are like, let me just try something else. You know what I'm saying? So, just gotta have that drive and that motivation, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta see the bigger picture. Learn balance. That's a lot of balance. That's what I've been, struggling with and learning about more and more everyday balance.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
All right, so new project dropped today, man.
Yes,
Skywalker.
Yes, she get nasty.
Yes, sir.
She get freaky.
So you mentioned
Skywalker.
This is one of your nicknames, right?
Yeah, Skywalker.
So how'd you get that name, man?
Skywalker alter ego, like, man, actually, like, just my friends, man. I think I said it one day. One night we were drinking and, it just stuck. It just stuck. Just hanging around my friends, saying it over and over, saying it in a joking way. Then they started saying it, they might see me real fresh, and they were like, okay, Skywalker. That's Skywalker right there, So, yeah, so it just stuck.
Yeah. Well, what can you tell us about the single, To Like Pac?
Oh, that's a banger. I got DJ Winn on that. Mill Tiket produced that. That's a banger. Like, I actually been getting, like, a lot of good reactions off that song, a lot of good reactions. And even on the music video, I shot that. I was the first person to shoot a video in my neighborhood.
For real?
Yeah, definitely. First person to shoot a video in my neighborhood, in the middle of it. To Like Pac, so that song was special to me. And that's like, I recorded that song with like 30 minutes, man. Probably not even 30 minutes. But like, so I ain't really, I be spending so going back to what you said earlier, that's like, why sometimes I don't write. I don't feel like you should write everything. You just gotta go off the vibe, and it was a good vibe that day, so I went in there and just killed it. Like one of the fastest songs I ever recorded. Yeah.
Nah, that shit is hard, man.
Yeah.
People definitely need to check that one out, man.
Yeah.
And what about Cold Shoulder?
Cold Shoulder, man, I recorded that around the same time as To Like Pac.
Okay.
And I just remember getting there, like, remember being in a new environment because I'm from Valdosta. So when I'm recording, I couldn't find my sound there. So I felt like I had to go and search and get help. So I end up driving 3 hours to Orlando, my first time in 212 Studios. And, I just remember DJ Winn called Mill Tiket and Vince on the beat in there. So it's like, I just remember, all us just clicking as soon as we meet. And like, I heard the beat, I just got in the booth, no writing, just no thinking about it. I just went there, it just came out.
Yeah.
Then Mill Tiket was in there, he started singing. Like, I was like, oh man, that was a beautiful moment. And that's like one of the first times me being in Orlando and at that studio. So it's just, everything was new, just like being here.
Yeah.
It was a good experience, great experience.
Yeah. And you got Mook Boy on Boss.
Oh yeah, Mook Boy. Yeah, man, that's one of the songs that made me feel like I can do it. Because, and the reason why I say that, which I don't even feel like that's, the reason why I say that is because of this. It's like, like I said, I was still finding my sound. So I never heard myself sound like that at my house by myself. So that's one of the first good songs I recorded. Like that song right there is actually like way older than when me putting it out, to be honest, yeah.
So you held on to that one?
Yeah, I held on to it, Like I said, it took like a year and a half for this project, about like a year and a half. So yeah.
You got the legendary Big Rube.
Yeah.
How'd you pull that one off?
That was dope, man. Instagram, man. Actually, man, when me and DJ Winn, one of the times we met, I just hit him up when I finished the song, and I was like, man, I hear somebody on this song, but I don't hear you on it. He said, what? I said, I hear somebody on this song, but it's like, I don't hear you talking on it like To Like Pac, man. It's like, I can't describe it, man. I just need somebody with that voice. Like, I just need somebody to just, you know what I'm saying? Then he was just like, dang, man. So he went to thanking. Like, let me call you back. Call me back. Like, what's it? Cause at first he was like, what's the dude from? He do like Dungeon Family, the Outcast, and shoot, At first, I didn't think I was gonna be able to find him, cause he told me his name, Big Rube, and it was like, there'll be somebody nice on there. So like, I'm going into it thinking like, man, if he did all these people, ain't no way he'll do something for me, you know. But then I ended up finding his Instagram, man. I hit him up, he hit me back, and I was like, oh, it's on. And shoot, he showed me love. We talked, and he felt my vibe and stuff. He like, man, you know what? I believe in you, and he did it. Yeah, he did it.
I haven't heard it yet. So what's he saying on there, man? What's his message? You know, he always comes with some real life
see, like,
shit
man, that's a real coming of age song, and I can hear that song on a movie. Like the whole song feel like a movie even when you listen to it. It's about a hard-headed adolescent coming of age. Like, you know, he going through things. Like, you know, it's like he admit to being hard-headed and, you know, getting into things he didn't have to, and ended up, you know, finding out that his mom was right about a lot of stuff, and just talk about some of the situations being in the streets put him in, you know, and finally realizing that ain't the route to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's other options than that, you know, so yeah, and being thankful, you know, yeah.
I gotta go check that one out, man. I love Big Rube, man. Yeah.
Because like I said some real stuff on it, like, you know, it's just like you can relate to it if you're from that life. Like I say, even though I took a different route, I can still sleep on my mama's couch, late nights running in and out, disrespectful and I didn't listen. I guess I gave the wrong things too much attention. I went a lot of places mama told me not to go, 2 o'clock in the morning, fiends knocking on the door. You feel me? Like, for real, it's like, it's just got that message behind it, like, yeah.
No, that's all right there.
Yeah.
So besides Mill Tiket, who are some other producers you work with on Skywalker?
Othello Beats. Man, like, Othello Beats, I never met him personally, but, you know, I got his beats off of YouTube, but, you know, I messaged him a few times and stuff, but, man, like, he know how to chop the samples, like,
yeah.
He got some classics, like, he got some real bangers. Yeah, he got some real bangers, you know, and made by DeSico, that's one of my favorite producers, like, he got bangers too, like, it's like, they all got their individual sound, like, you know, now one of them producers really sounded like to me. You know, it's just the beats that I'm picking out. You know, I flick through like the whole catalog just to find the perfect beat. Like I sit there picking out beats all day. Like, yeah, you know.
Hey, you gotta be selective,
yeah,
man.
definitely.
Yeah. So what's the next video? Do you already have something shot? Do you have something loaded up? Or?
Yeah, man, I did a video shot by Jolo.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's called You know, I ain't gonna get that to y'all right now, but it'll be dropping real soon, real soon. And I also got another video that dropped today.
Oh, really?
You know, I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but it dropped today. Cold Shoulder, I actually shot a video to Cold Shoulder.
Okay, cool.
You know, definitely. Yeah.
That's hard right there, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so doing all this independently, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so kind of just speak on the grind it takes to make it as an independent artist these days.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, like, you definitely gotta be dedicated. And, you know, you gotta put the bag up. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, you know, it may not take as much money as you think, but it's gonna take some bread, it's gonna take some time, it's gonna take dedication, it's gonna take failure, it's gonna take, you know, you not looking back. You knowing, like, you know, you're investing in something that you love to do. You know, you gotta love to do it, man. Like, it's just like truck driving. You know, everybody wanna get into truck driving right now because they think it's gonna be easy money, fast. But, you know, if you don't love being on that road, you know, in the long run, you can invest some money and not get your money back, because it's not what it turned out to be. Same thing with the music. You know, you gotta know, like, hey, I'm investing this because I love it. I might not get no return on it, but I can say I did that and I tried my best. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna meet some good people along the way, so. Yeah. No,
that's real, man. So what's some of your goals for the next year or two? What are you trying to accomplish?
Placements. I wanna get placements. I wanna be in Netflix movies. Like, I wanna get my music into Netflix movies and any other movies I can. Yeah, so that's the main thing, placements. I wanna write my first movie. So I wanna write my first movie, placements. And a lot of stuff I wanna do, like voiceovers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to take it slow, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's just like, you know, but next year, definitely placements. You know, definitely placements. If I can get on 2K and Netflix and stuff like that, I'd be happy with that.
No, that'd be major, you know, right there.
Yeah.
What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Follow your dreams. Find you something to do. Definitely, and I mean that with everything, because like I'm from Valdosta, so it's like a lot of times when it's a big football city, so once you get done playing football, a lot of the youth don't know what to do, so they run to the streets. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people is like, just like with the rappers, just football don't work. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just have something else to do and have a backup plan. You know, follow your dreams while you're young.
Yeah.
You know, time is good, but a lot of people, you know, you never know, you know. You know, people dying, you know, especially with the COVID and stuff, people dying. So make sure you follow your dreams today. Like, don't wait. Just get started and everything will fall in place. You know?
Solid advice right there, man.
Yeah.
All right, Goop, you got any shout outs you'd like to give before we wrap it up here, man?
Yeah, man, my mom, you know, I want to, you know, Mother's Day coming up, but I want to shout her out anyway because she always supported me, you know, even though she didn't like it, you know, coming home, she don't like hearing me cussing stuff, but, you know, she always been there for me, you know, no matter what. She always had my back, so I want to shout out my mom, tell her I love you. And my baby, too. My baby named Braylon. You know, I love her.
Okay.
You know, that's my heart. Yeah. So shout out them, too.
You can't come in my trap unless you buying the door. Ain't doing no favors, ain't showing no love. I've been round with that stick that I got out the mud.